Peace. Peace, y'all. Wanted to make this video in part because I haven't made a video in a while. And no excuses. But life's been lifing, as I heard somebody say one day. Life's been lifing. Hardships, struggles, but more specifically, trials. That's the best way to look at it. God puts you through trials. The universe puts you through trials. You put yourself through trials. And again, if they don't kill you, they were lessons. So I haven't been on here just because, honestly, I haven't had the will to. I haven't been able to will myself to, talk publicly. But I've had a lot of things circulating through my mind and my spirit that I like to share with y'all. So I feel like it's the perfect time to hop back on here. And it all, ties into what I've been going through and what I think everybody goes through. So I want to talk about getting in sync, And when I say getting in sync, I mean getting in sync with everything being on, moving to the same drum, so to speak. Get your mind in sync with your body in sync with your spirit in sync with your soul in sync with the universe and with God, with your higher self. You know what I mean? And I kind of think being in sync is sort of the backdrop of a lot of spiritual traditions. If you read the Bible, if you're a Christian, or you read the Bible, one thing you'll learn about prayer is pray according to the will of the Father. That means you have needs, wants, desires, so on and so forth, of how you want things to go for yourself and for the world. Your will. And God has his own will. And when you guys are in tune with each other, that's when you make things happen. See, a lot of times, God's not going to, even if God has a will for you, he's not going to just do it, because you have to be on the same page as him. You have free will, just as he has free will. So if you don't want it for yourself, a lot of times he's not going to force your hand. But when you say, listen, God, I want this for me now, then he's going to be like, okay, this is what I wanted for you as well. Let's do it. And I'm talking about this using, Judeo-Christian imagery and terminology, but this is the same in many traditions. This is in, Hinduism, what they call Brahman, or simply, what mystics call, your higher self. There's the image of you on earth and your material body, and then there's what you're meant to be spiritually, whether you call it, your ascended self, your enlightened self, or you in heaven. It's just all of it ties into just everything being on the same page, being in rhythm with one another. And it extends obviously past you, like I mentioned, the universe. Knowing when you could be in the right place, but your environment could be the wrong place. And that entails where you live, where you go, who you talk to. Everything has to be in sync. You could be in a perfect position. I felt like for the past, year and some change, I've been in the perfect position. And I feel like my mind and my thoughts, my spirit, my everything, my conscious, my unconscious was in the right place. And I met some of the wrong people, and it threw me off. And that's happened a few times. Like, not to say, before recently I was always in the right place either, but everything was, but me either being in the right place, the wrong place, and other people for sure being the wrong people or being in the wrong place themselves, shit got fucked up. So you gotta look deep within yourself, and you gotta look outside of yourself, and you gotta look at everything, bro. Like, when you walk into a room, feel the energy of the room. When you look outside, how does outside look? The way the wind's blowing, the way the birds are chirping, the way the grass and the leaves are moving. It's the way the air feels. Like, and I'm not saying everything has to be perfect, but all things flow together, and there's ties that bind everything, and just knowing when they're loose and they need tightening or fine tuning. So I hope that makes sense. Again, I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a long time. I know some of y'all like my videos. I'm not gonna say a lot, but some of y'all enjoy my videos, and I appreciate you. I love you. Love is the most important thing as well. All of this is pointless without love in your heart and outside of your heart too. Like, you can't just feel love. Love is an action. You have to show love. So when I say get in sync, it's getting in sync for the purpose of expressing and extending your love, because that's the highest priority and the highest ideal is love. And I love y'all. Even if, I cuss you out, or, I talk a lot of shit, or I could be an angry, grumpy bastard, I know. But I love y'all. Completely, I love y'all. I swear to God. I swear to me. I swear to the universe. Peace.